Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is your girl, Pastor Courage Molina, and I help entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs, to build extraordinary faith so they become bolder, more confident, and courageous enough to be who God has called them to be, do what God has called them to do, and take possession of everything God said they could have without hesitation or apology. If this is your first time at the YouTube channel, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button so you know when I go live or when I drop a new video, all the things. Today, good morning, Facebook user. You got to give StreamYard permission to tell me who you are. I'm gonna stop saying what's up in these comments because then I get distracted. Um, Good morning as you come in. Go ahead and say what's up. Let me know where you are viewing from. Um, so Fridays are a little different. I know this is our morning devotional, but I think one of the practices that has really helped me to grow as a wife, as a mom, as a person, as an entrepreneur, is because I'm intentional about reflecting. Not only do I reflect throughout the day, but I certainly reflect at the end of the week, right? I'm like looking for the lessons and the things that I've been experiencing. And so for the last I don't know, for the last couple of weeks, I have started my morning routine or I've done some portion of my morning routine, but the truth is I haven't completed the morning routine. In addition to not completing the morning routine, I have also not done my 224 every day. And I'm not telling you that you have to do something at 100%. I'm just telling you, I'm going somewhere. So just follow me. So for the past couple of weeks, I haven't been doing my bolder morning every day and I haven't been doing my 224 every day. Um, I have also not been getting off on time. So, like, I work for myself and I set my work hours. I want to be off by 3 o'clock, no later than 4, depending on what time my workday starts. If I do my if I get up on time and I do my morning routine and my 224, then my workday can start at 10 a.m. But I haven't been doing that for a couple of reasons. I set up some appointments and some things. I've scheduled some some things that start at 7 o'clock. That's during my morning routine time. I also started doing this devotional, right? So coming in here, it's 6:45, a little after 6:45. I would still be in the midst of what I was doing. And so because I haven't been doing my bolder morning and I haven't been doing my 224 every day, and I've been working past 4 o'clock. I feel like I haven't seen my husband. He's like, you say that every day. I'm like, I know, but I feel like I haven't hung out with you. And what I mean by haven't hung out with him, I mean without my mind thinking about work that I need to do and I want to do. And it's been a long time since my mind has been here. And so I just was journaling this morning because I've been thinking about it every day. I don't necessarily feel like I've accomplished a lot at the end of the day. Is there anyone who can relate to this? Like, just talk to me. I know it's only two of y'all watching right now, but just talk to me. Can you relate to having something that helps you, that works for you, and then somehow kind of falling off and not really doing it anymore? Can you relate to, saying that you're going to have a more integrated life where you prioritize time with your family or time for yourself, but you find yourself working more than you plan to, or maybe working even more than you want to? Ideally, you're building a business, you're working for somebody else during the day, and you're trying to build this business on the side, or you're working for yourself. So you're trying to do all the things so that you can um, grow your business, so that you can become profitable. And so this idea of like, oh, I can sleep when I'm dead. And so you're just working. Is there anybody that can relate to that? No, everybody sticking to their schedule. Okay, well, let me tell you how the Lord helped me get free. What I realized today, this morning, is that one of the things that I do if I'm trying to if I need to get to the bottom of something, if I need to get to the bottom of my behavior, if I need to get to the bottom of a thought, if I need to get to the bottom of a pattern in my life, in my mindset and my own behavior or in the way I talk or respond or whatever, if I need to get to the bottom of it, um, then I journal and I ask the five whys. So I write whatever it is that is my problem. And I write the truth of it, not this. I'm gonna share the truth of it with you here in a second. I write the truth of it, not some watered down stuff that maybe I would share on social media, not some watered down thing that I might tell, what I'm saying, somebody. No, like I actually write down the real true harshness of how I'm feeling or what I'm thinking or what I've been dealing with, because I feel like that's the only way you can really get to the bottom of it, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of something. Um so I'm going to tell you. So I'm like, okay, so what's going on with me? I haven't been doing this. And it's fine that you don't have to do something every day. But my issue is I actually feel like I have this feeling like I feel like I actually wrote down, I feel like a loser or a liar today. That is harsh, right? Sheesh. I wrote it down. I feel like a loser or maybe a liar today. Why? So then I asked that's the gut, like, when it's you, I know I'm sharing this with you, so it ain't just me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not telling you that you ain't gotta share it on your platform, right? When it's you and there is something that you know is not in alignment with who you truly are, right? That's why I wrote I feel. I am not a loser. I am not a liar. Okay? Let me be clear here. That's why I wrote I feel. When you understand your true identity, but your feelings are not in alignment with that, or your actions or your behavior or what your emotions are just not in alignment with who you know you are. For me, I need to get to the bottom of it, and I don't have time to be playing. So I feel like a loser or a liar today. Five whys. Why? Because I haven't done my routine or kept my schedule. Why? I've got right into working during the live. Why? I'm trying to build my brand and my platform. Why? To prove that I said you, because I'm talking to God, to prove that you have really told me to do what I'm doing and walking away from the partnership. There was a partnership that I had that I basically walked away from. Um, and then the fifth why is really to prove to myself. It's not even to prove to other people. It's really to prove to myself that I am chosen and that you speak to me, that you are involved. And really, what I'm saying is, I'm doing all this work. I'm doing all this work that I'm doing, starting work first thing in the morning and working late. And remember how I started at the beginning and I was like, I had gotten away from this, but somehow in the last few weeks, oh, that's good. Somehow in the last few weeks, I've gotten to this place. I don't know how I got here. It's making sense. It's because there was a partnership that I had, and because I chose to do what God told me to do, it meant that I could no longer continue with the partnership. There was a plan and a strategy that I had for my launch. I really believe that 10 women were going to enroll in Courageous Living Mastermind. And so I ordered the stuff for the women. And because God gave me a greater clarity and instruction, I had to tell women who wanted to sign up for Courageous Living Mastermind, who had already, taken the first step to sign up. I had to tell them, no, I'm sorry. You need to go through Courageous Discipleship first, because I've sent out emails saying that you cannot be coached by me unless you come through Courageous Discipleship. And so, since those things have happened, right? And I can't see how my business or my brand is going to grow, or I don't know, like, how this is. It feels like I'm just changing up the game, and I know it's not me; it's the Lord telling me what to do, and I'm just doing what He say. But I feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying? And so, since I feel like, oh well, if that's what I have to do, I need to prove by working, right? I need to prove by working that the Lord really is talking to me. I need to prove by working that the Lord really did tell me to, make that step with the partnership, that the Lord really did tell me to make that pivot with the programs. Like, I need to work and I'm going to work so that I can have this success. And when I have this success, that's going to prove that I am worthy for the Lord to actually be speaking to me and I'm not making it up in my head. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way. Maybe I'm the like maybe I'm the only one that feels like, did he really tell me this? Is he really speaking to me? Especially when what he tells me to do when I do it doesn't look like what I thought it was going to look like, or doesn't take me where I thought it was going to take me, right? Like, especially when that's the case. And so, what he gave to me, the way I got free, is he reminded me. Rachel Luna said this at the start of the year. He reminded me that, you know, the things that he has for me, the things that he has for me, I'm going to get them not by force, but by faith. That I don't, I know my hair looks crazy. It's because I'm getting ready for Easter, you guys, right? Y'all know what it's like. That Easter prep hair, right? Hmm. Yeah, that Easter prep hair. That's what we're working with today. Um, but that's what he said to me, not by force, but by faith. He reminded me of this. Rachel Luna said it, but he reminded me that that is a word for me also, that the things that I'm going to get this year, I'm going to get them not by force, but by faith. And so, what does that look like? What am I getting free from? I'm getting free from the idea of trying to prove that a partnership with me is good for any brand. Can I be honest today? Is it okay for me to be honest? It means that I no longer have to work to build a brand to prove that a partnership with me, a partnership with Dose of Courage Community Church, a partnership with Courage Molina is good for somebody else's brand. I don't have to work to prove that, right? I don't have to work to prove my worthiness, right? Because somebody said, "Oh, those new stipulations don't work for me." I feel like I have to work to prove that my brand, that my platform, that my impact is worthy of that type of brand partnership, but I don't have to do that. Um, I feel like I needed to work to prove that God was the one who told me to pivot in how I deliver my programs. Every single email that I have written to say, hey, you have got to come through courageous discipleship. Oh man, I think I'm gonna cry. Every single email that I've written to say that you have to come through courageous discipleship so that you can work with me. The minute I sent that first email out, I actually had somebody respond to that email and say that they wanted to be in the mastermind. And so then I had to make a decision. Um, am I going to do what I know I heard God say do? Or am I going to let this person in because it's $4,500? I'm a business owner. Like, the income from my business, not the church for the record, the income from my business is the only income. All right. And so it's one thing to say that you heard a word from God. It's another thing to say that you heard a word from God and then have somebody offering you $4,500 for a program you're saying people can't get in unless they come through Courageous Discipleship. Every email that I wrote emails to Courageous Faith Membership because as I leaned into what God was saying, I realized that it's not just like, oh, if you've never worked with me before, it's even if you're working with me right now in Courageous Faith Membership, your membership will not be renewed if you do not go through Courageous Discipleship. Writing those emails, it has not been an easy thing. And the reason it hasn't been an easy thing is because it's like, okay, so I'm doing this because I think this is what I heard you say, but if what if it's not successful? What if people are like, well, I'm not going to work with you? I'm trying to prove something. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? I'm trying to prove my worthiness by working. But God has freed me from that today, right? Has anybody tried to prove isn't have you tried to prove that you are worthy of love and respect, right? by how you give yourself in a relationship? Have you tried to prove that you are worthy of the salary that you own, the salary that you earn by how you show up at your job? Have you tried to prove that you are worthy to your parents, to your children? Have you tried to prove that you are somebody's already accepted you in, but you're trying to prove that you are worthy of the new friendship. You're trying to prove that you're worthy of the new partnership. You're trying to prove that you're worthy of the new success. You're trying to prove that you're worthy enough to even hear a word from God, that God would even be directing you. Is nobody else struggling with that? Like, that's not a thing for you. It's not a thing for you where you think like, oh, in order for me to fit in here, in order for me to be here or stand in this space, I got to work for my worthiness. Right? You never felt like I need to work to be worthy. I got to work for my worthiness. I need to show up. I need to give in this space, not because it's the assignment, not because it's the responsibility and the duty. It's because in the back of my mind, I want to show somebody that I'm worthy to be here. I want to show that I'm worthy to pastor this church. I want to show that I'm worthy to have the success that I have, right? That I'm worthy, like that I deserve this, right? Maybe you don't use the word worthy, maybe you use the word um maybe you don't use the word worthy, maybe you use the word deserving, right? That I'm deserving. I need to show that I deserve God's favor. I need to show that I deserve these blessings. I need to show that I deserve this ease. I need to show that I deserve these opportunities. I need to show that I'm worthy. That anybody who walks away from me, anything that doesn't work out, I need to work so hard so that when they look back at me, they can see what they've been missing. They can see the mistake that they made. You want for somebody to know they made a mistake by deciding not to be friends with you. You made a mistake. They made a mistake by deciding not to promote you. They made a mistake by deciding not to work with you. They made a mistake by deciding to go someplace else. They made a mistake. You understand what I'm saying? You never feel like that? Well, I feel like that sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes, right? Listen, that is not from the Lord, okay? Not. So I want to help you get free today. I'm going back to my bolder morning, not because it's a task, but because it's what I need for me, right? I'm going back to my 224, not because it's a task, but because it's what I need and what I want for me. Same thing for the bolder morning. It's what I want. I want to be a woman with an early morning routine. I want to be a woman who still gives 10% of her day to the Lord. I want to be her. I want to be a woman who is known for getting up early. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be these late night people. I don't want to be a late night person. I don't want that's I don't that it's not I don't desire to be a late night person. I don't want that for my life. I want to be a person who's going to be like, oh, she go to bed. I want you to say that about me, right? Here's the thing. Your worthiness, our worthiness, since I'm getting free, our worthiness is not based on somebody's ability to see that we're worthy. Our worthiness is not defined or reflected in the relationships that we have or the relationships that we don't have. Your worthiness, our worthiness is not based on our finances or the success of our business. Our worthiness is not based on the current state of our marriage or marital status. Our worthiness is not based on what somebody else thinks about us or how someone else values us in a relationship with us or a partnership with us. That is not where our worthiness comes from. Our worthiness does not come from how many hours we work or clock. It does not come from the amount of success that we achieve in relationships and finance, in our health and wellness. My worthiness is not connected to how much weight I lose. Your worthiness is not connected to your consistency. It's not connected to your discipline. It's not connected to your confidence. Your worthiness is not connected to any of those things. It's not defined by, it is not reflected in any of those things, even if you are not doing the things that you know you need to be doing on a consistent basis, that does not have any impact on your worthiness at all. Now, y'all know I am team do your work. I am team execution. I am team goal setting. But I cannot lie to you. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you just so you'll do some work. Work today or don't work today, your worthiness is the same. Be in a relationship or don't be in a relationship, your worthiness is the same. Enroll somebody in your program, people unsubscribing from your email list, your worthiness is still the same. Why? Because what God is saying is that our worthiness is not tied to our work. We cannot work for our worthiness. He has already done all of that for us. This is what I want you to understand and say with me on today. I want you to be saying, I will no longer work for worthiness. I will worship the one who has made me worthy. I want you to get free today. Today is freedom. Today, Freedom Friday. We're going to get free today. Okay. I want you to type it in the chat. I know it's a long thing to type in the chat. I know. But I want you to type it in the chat anyway. I will no longer work for worthiness. I will worship the one who has made me worthy. Stop working for worthiness. I will no longer work for worthiness. I will worship the one who has made me worthy. Ask yourself, what does that look like in my business? What does that look like in my marriage? What does that look like in my friendships? What does that look like in my home? What does that look like in my mindset? What does that look like in my money? I will no longer work for worthiness. I'm not working to get out of debt so I can show people that I'm worthy. I'm not working to make $1 million so I can show people that I'm worthy. I'm not, compromising my integrity so I can show people that I'm worthy. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not moving in this marriage so I can show my husband that I'm worthy. I'm not moving in these friendships so I can show my friends that I'm worthy. I'm worthy. And the one who has made me worthy is God because he sent his son, Jesus, to die for us. We don't have to work for worthiness. He paid it all. We don't have to work for a gift that's already ours. I'm not working for worthiness anymore. I'm not working for what's already mine. I'm not working for what's already mine. Do you hear me? I'm not working for what's already mine. I'm gonna do the work. I'm gonna do my assignment. When it's time for me to clock out, I'm clocking out. When it's time for me to do my morning routine, I'm gonna do my morning routine. When it's time for me to do my 224, I'm gonna do my 224. Anything that don't get done in the time frame that I've set won't get done. I will adjust the things that I say I'm going to do, the things that I need to do, because I'm not going to get anything by force. I'm getting it all by faith. God has not called us to work 10 and 15 hours a day. God has not called you to lower yourself so much so that you can prove to somebody that you are worthy of being in a relationship with. God has not called you to build your platform or your brand to prove to somebody that you have been called to the place that you've been called to, or that you are worthy of success, or that you are worthy for the clients, or you're worthy of like, no, that ain't it. And there's just think about it. There's a different energy. It's why I felt bad. It's why I felt bad. There's nothing wrong with working. There's nothing wrong with having long work hours in a season because you have a project that you have to complete. There's nothing wrong with that. But anytime my feelings don't line up with my identity, that's something I got to look at. I need to see, okay, well, why do these feelings I feel my real feelings right now? Okay. My feelings ain't fact, but the fact that I feel this way is the truth. I have to stop and do some reflecting. Okay, well, why do you feel this way? You feel that way when you realize that you are working for worthiness. There's a difference. And I know that I know it's somebody on here to understand what I'm saying. There are areas in your life where you're not working for worthiness, you're just working. You're just doing the work. There are some areas in your life where you are not working for worthiness. I want you to think about those areas, how you make decisions and how you set boundaries. I'm not working for worthiness in every area of my life. I'm not working for worthiness in every area of my life. Think back to when you were in school. Unless you were a person who was working for the worthiness of your family, worthiness of your parents, I just did the work because it was assigned to me. I wasn't working for worthiness. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. You know why I didn't work for worthiness in school? Because I knew who I was and I was a smart girl. That's why. I didn't need to prove anything. I didn't work to prove that I was smart. I knew I was smart. I just did the work that they gave me to do. That's it. I didn't have any feelings about nothing. I just did the work they gave me to do. And if there was a time that I forgot to do assignment or I decided not to do an assignment or I looked at an assignment and I was like, "Oh, I'm not about to do that for no 10 points, child. She can miss me with that." I didn't do it because I had boundaries, because I had, because I had a standard. If it wasn't gonna be for enough points or it wasn't gonna impact my grade a lot, I'm not about to do all of that. You want me to do 75 problems and it's not even worth 1% if I miss this assignment? Oh, consider this assignment missed. I'm not about to do that. No. So I didn't do it. Why? Because I had my own boundaries set. And I didn't need to do this. I'ma prove to you that I don't need to prove. I know I'm smart, y'all. So I'm gonna take this little zero. I'm still gonna get an A in the class. So yeah, I'm not doing it, right? It's just a different attitude. It's a different Kimberly, God bless my teachers that had me. God bless them, God bless them, God bless them. But I wasn't working for worthiness. I wasn't working for it. There was a time where in my marriage I was working for worthiness. I wanted him to see. And that's not on him, that's on me. Let me be clear. You're working for worthiness, that's on you. I don't care what anybody is saying to you. I don't care who was in your life, who's out your life. I don't care how they're treating you. If you are working for worthiness in a relationship, you got to own that. That's you. Get to do some reflecting, get some therapy, get in the word better. Okay? Let me be clear. I don't care what they are saying or doing to you. If you are working for worthiness, that's you. Because I don't care what a teacher said to me in a classroom. I had a statistics teacher, and I actually had a teacher in college that told me the same thing. I had a statistics teacher that was like, if you guys don't do the homework in here, you're not going to pass the class. And I'm like, listen, I'm looking at this syllabus. It does not have homework as a part of the final grade. So why are you saying that it's not on here on this syllabus? And he was like, well, it's not on the syllabus, but if you don't do the homework, then you're not going to pass the class because you won't be able to pass the test. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm definitely not doing homework. My last name was Patterson then. He was like, Miss Patterson, I promise you, if you do not do your homework in this class, you will not pass this class. This is AP statistics. Wonk, wonk. Did I do that homework? I didn't. Did I pass that class? I did. Right? I didn't work for worthiness then. I didn't say, oh, well, he said I'm not so smart. I'm not as smart as I think I am. He said, so I need to prove to him that I'm smart. I didn't need to, I was like, oh, okay. Well, fine. I did not do that homework. So I had an algebra teacher tell me that in college. I was like, okay, well, if it don't count, then I'm definitely not doing these 70 problems you assigned. I'm like, I'm a grown woman with kids, sir. I'm not about to do 70 problems that you're not even gonna check and they're not a part of my grade. He told me the same thing. I wasn't as smart as I thought I was. It didn't matter what he said to me. It didn't matter what they thought about me. I wasn't working for worthiness, so I didn't do the dang assignment. I'm not about to do that because I don't care what y'all saying. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I ain't gonna do nothing I ain't gonna do. Right? There, you can tell the difference. So it doesn't matter what somebody is saying to you, how somebody's treating you. If you are working for their worthiness, that's an identity problem for you. You don't know who you are. You don't understand your importance. You don't understand that you're a special possession. You don't understand that God chose you. You know what I'm saying? Laverta, it's not rebellion. It's it doesn't make any sense. The assignments are arbitrary. You want me to do this work, it doesn't actually have an impact on my grade. Why would I do it? There's no good reason to do that. Like, I wasn't just not doing it because they told me to. I'm not doing it because it's dumb. Why would I do it? I'm not gonna get no credit. Makes no sense. I'm gonna do these 75 problems. Like I ain't got nothing else to do. Okay. Right. So if I'm struggling with working for worthiness in my marriage, That's on me. And there was a time where I was. I wanted to prove that I was a good wife. I wanted to prove that I was a good mom. I want to prove that I'm a good Christian. I want to prove like all these things. I'm worthy of the call of pastor. You could call, let me put my banner back up here. You could call me pastor. Okay. I'm worthy of the call, not because I worked for it, not because I'm deserving of, not because any of that, but because God has already made me worthy. I'm worthy of love and respect because God has made me worthy. I'm worthy of success because God has called me worthy. Whether I'm successful or not, I'm worthy of it. I'm deserving of it. I'm a child of the most high God. We are royalty, right? I will no longer work for worthiness. I will worship the one who made me worthy. Today is Good Friday. I pray that you take some time and really consider what areas of your life are you working for worthiness, because today is Good Friday, which means that what Jesus did today is what made you worthy. Isn't that something? How the Lord just brought that together on this Freedom Friday. Ain't that something? That's something. That the day that we talk about worthiness on a Freedom Friday would be Good Friday. I didn't plan this. I couldn't have, because I don't plan these morning devotionals. I get up and I get up and I share whatever the Lord gives me from 5 a.m. to 6:45. Okay. I want you to consider the areas where you're working for worthiness. And I want you to remember that today is Good Friday and that what Jesus did today makes you worthy. It's crazy. I love you guys. I hope to see you tomorrow, Saturday for church. We stream live at 8 a.m. on YouTube. And then after that, we have a conversation in our community. And if you want to join the conversation, be sure to sign up bit.ly/dose of courage, and you'll get all the link and Zoom details by email. Okay. All right. I love you guys. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.